Well, good morning, Toy. Yes, I know what everybody's thinking. I'm really late today. I was busy doing something up in the shed and I forgot all about him, but it's lovely out there. Nice and warm. Feeling some different now. Starting to get the plants in very soon. Could bring some things on ready in the greenhouse, ready for the spring and the summer. I hope everybody's alright. Staying well, that's the most important. And let's look. Yesterday was lovely, wasn't it? Handsome, that's all I can say. Really, really good. Anyhow, I've got no birthdays that I know of today, but tomorrow is one of our dear friend of ours, is Penny Gilbert, is her birthday tomorrow, and a special birthday to a dear friend of mine is Clive Poconorn on Wednesday. So happy birthday to you on Wednesday, Clive. All right, boy. Now I'm going to do one here today. Boy, oh my, going to do there's a Liz Arman, yeah, Liz Arman today, about the chimney. Oh, I thought he'd let you know how we are keeping. Uncle Alfred have a stomach trouble. What does he expect when he eat hot heavy cake on top of a pasty half a yard long, followed by rhubarb tart and cream? No human stomach can take it. Perhaps you'll learn one day. As for the niece down here, my hearty neighbour went and painted flowers all round her front door, painted her dustbin to match too. The dustbin never emptied for 3 weeks, thinking it was a garden ornament. It was stinking so bad that not even the cats would go near it. So Alfred went out in the middle of the night with a drop of paraffin and set fire to it. That put paid to roses round the bin. There's some wonders about nowadays, isn't there? They even got telephone on beaches. We went down on Perham Beach with the children and saw this little box stuck up on a plank. What's that for? Says I. Oh, life saving, says boy Peter. Upon that, the box started ringing. What did that mean? I asked him. That to mean, said Peter, that someone out in the sea is drowning and is ringing up for help. Well, I was thinking we better answer that. But when it stopped, so now I shall never know if the man ringing up for help was life saved or no. We went to the concert of the chapel room last week. You know, some people will make spectacles of themselves, won't they? There was a bunch of women who ought to know better up on the stage, dressed up in their gathered skirts and with handkerchiefs tied round their heads, trying to do dance. Village maidens, the minister called them, and said how the ladies were to be congratulated that they'd done their own choreography themselves. I can't see what he meant. I can't see what he meant by choreography because you never saw such a kurgan and a geekin in your life. Village maidens, not one of them have been a maiden for 40 years or more. Grannies, every one of them. Up there showing their drawers and various veins. I reckon they're all in bed with bad backs this week. I gone and got myself a little job doing for an old gentleman up the street. He comes from up country, you know. You can tell that because he got a bit of a job understanding what I to say. The other day his clock stopped and he was going to take it to be mended. Oh, goes on, I said. I'll give it to our Richard. He'll take it abroad and fixing. Oh, no, said Mr. There's no need for all that trouble and expense. I'm sure there is somebody in Cornwall who can mend it. No need of taking for foreign parts. See what I mean? Alfred done a brave fine thing last week. The old chimney been smoking. I said we'll have the sweep in. No need to do that, said Alfred. Charlie next door got a set of brushes. I'll borrow they and do it myself. When I wasn't very ocious, because Fred isn't the best handy man, he took umbrage and said, my dear woman, any fool can sweep a chimney. All you got to do is push the brush up and keep turning to the right. I was given orders to keep out the way, so I gave him plenty of covers for the furniture and went into the kitchen and said a prayer. I heard grunts and groans and rattling and knocking and what sounded like the roof falling in. Then I had a very weak call. Sarah Ann, can you spare a minute? What a sight met my eyes! That natural fool never put no sack in front of the fireplace, and he was kneeling in front of the hearth, covered from top to toe in soot. Soot was falling on everything like dust from a volcano. The poor goldfish was swimming round like one demented. There was so much soot in the bowl. It came out like a avalanche, said Alfred, and what's more, I forgot to keep turning to the right, so the brush is stuck up the chimney. I thought any fool can sweep a chimney. There's only two ways to unstuck a brush up a flue. One is to climb up on the roof and drop a rock down, or stick a paraffin rag up and set fire to it. I thought of Alfred's blood pressure and couldn't face him having a spasm up on the roof, so we decided to set fire to it. That was a mistake, for when the brush caught light, it set fire to what was left up there, and all come floating out in the room, like mackerel swimming round. In the end, we had to have the fire brigade, and that was a disaster because afterwards I felt we'd been struck by a tidal wave. It took us days to clean up, and we had to paper and paint the room. And when Alfred said to me, "It's one good thing that Chimney had has as a good clear out," I tell 'ee I throwed a brush at him. He'd have looked some sheepish ever since. Now, before I close, I'll tell 'ee this. You know your boy James have got married. Well, the night before the wedding, Alfred took James down to the parlour to have a few words. I suppose Alfred is going to tell him the facts of life. I thought I'd reckon have a hark, I might learn something. Now, I heard Alfred say, "You're going to be married, Mara, boy. Well, one thing you must always remember, the woman is the weaker vessel, and you must always give in to her." "That's all very well, uncle," said James, "but tell me, what if she's on the wrong tack?" I could almost hear Alfred thinking. Then he said, "That don't matter, my son. You must give in to her just the same. Never forget, boy, the woman's is always right." I thought to myself, Sarah Ann, it have took you 50 years to get Alfred to see sense. Everything to come to she that to wait long enough. So long, my loves. I better say long, Uncle Alfred, to send his kind regards. Give the dear child a kiss. Take care.